more characters. Misty and Brock. They're the main big sidekicks that always support Ash. They were pushed to the side. They did nothing. Misty used her Pokemon occasionally. That was it. That's all.
Show how cute Mew was.
Mew was adorable.
Yes.
Mew's my favorite Pokemon, actually, so liked him. Oh my god, that was the best Mew impression. Mew! Mew! It's hard to do, actually. Okay, so speaking of Mew, I love Mew to death. He's my favorite Pokemon ever.
Let me bring up something from the original Japanese version.
Okay, go ahead.
You wanted to destroy all the clones. You wanted to kill all the clones.
Yes. That's exactly where my point comes in. Mew felt forced in. He was just there, again, for the ride. What was he really there for? Just have fun? I don't know.
He didn't have that design, which made him important in the original cut.
He didn't feel like such a strong character because he just wasn't doing much. He's just like, oh, Mewtwo's doing a bad thing, I guess I should stop it and laugh and look cute.
Yeah.
So that's what he basically did. Okay, I'm looking at more of my points. Again, Mewtwo should have also remembered Amber and saw the good side in people, but no, the movie switched that up. Speaking of losing memories and regaining them, why in the freaking world did Ash and everyone else on this venture have to lose their memory?
I don't want to talk about it yet. It goes along with that line.
Okay, you keep that in your mind. It was forced. It was rushed. The ending was so rushed. And I feel as though the characters, Ash, Misty, Brock, they did not learn a thing since they lost their memory. And that pissed me off to an absurd degree. Absurd level.
Definitely gonna get back to that.
Yes, we will. The characters learn nothing. Speaking of characters, more characters. Team Rocket. Jesse, James, and Meowth.
Oh, our comedy fodder.
Our comedy relief. And let me tell you, they are funny. They're the best things. They're the things that really keep Pokemon alive, the anime. They have so much personality to them. But they just felt forced in, as a lot of these other characters did. They didn't do much. They just...
First of all, how does a pan stop a Dragonite?
Oh, they just pushed a Dragonite and he's halting.
How does a pan stop a Dragonite?
That's its weakness, actually. They never told you in the games, but in the anime, it's different. A dragon type's weakness is a pan. So, watch out, Charizard and Brawl, because Princess Peach has a pan. They were funny. I really liked that, but I wish they did more. I really did, but...
The only one that did more was Meowth, because he talked to the clone Meowth, and actually was the voice of reason between the clones and the Pokemon.
That's very true.
Pikachu was trying to be that, but Pikachu kept getting slapped.
Oh, it's sad. You see Pikachu at his lowest points. Him, like, panting. Him getting slapped by his clone. Like, seriously slapped. Like, yeah, kids are gonna like this. Your Pikachu get clapped. You see him cry. It's almost funny, but sad, because Pikachu's adorable and he shouldn't be crying like that.
Meowth is the voice of reason here.
And he's the bad guy in Team Rocket.
Yeah.
But you see a good side.
That's the only reason Team Rocket was there.
You see a good side to them. So maybe that could symbolize there's always a good to a bad, no matter how hard that may seem.
Is there really good and evil?
Who knows? I do.
But
Never mind.
I'm gonna save that for a later episode of my series.
Okay, that sounds like a good plan. Okay, the ending. It was cliched beyond belief. So cliched, that word.
The line. Now I can get to it.
Okay.
Pokemon were meant to battle, but not like this.
No! Dude! Okay, here's my next point.
Look at the Pokemon games. You have battles that can last forever.
This movie has such a confused, convoluted message. Fighting is wrong now? Their whole premise in the anime and the games is to fight, battle with your Pokemon. But when you see them battling with each other and crying and be like, I don't want to fight these Pokemon. Like, oh, this is wrong. And the trainers are saying how wrong this is. And yet, They force their Pokemon to fight every day, and somehow the Pokemon aren't liking it now, but they liked it before, and it's so confusing it does not make any sense whatsoever.
This is why I was saving that.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
And that goes back to Mewtwo making them forget.
Everything.
Yeah.
Why? Do you know? I'd like to know, seriously.
I'm just gonna take a wild guess. Say.
Yeah, we'll take wild guesses now.
Want them to battle again? To have their lives?
No, that's ridiculous. But you know what? That makes the most sense that I've heard, because I have no idea.
That's the best explanation I could think of.
It just says, I'll remember, but you won't. So, bye now, bye. And we don't know if Mewtwo fully learned his lesson. I guess he kind of did?
Yeah.
He might have. The world is saved.
But let's look back at the games. Battling...
That's the whole point. And leveling up
battling Whitney. Milk Drink and Stomp. That battle took forever.
It just absolutely makes no sense, and it's the most ridiculous thing.
And then you see the battle, they're like, oh, when that battle causes... Both battles cause damage. Except that one's special. Oh, and wait till you get... When Ash runs in the middle of the beams to save Pikachu.
Yes.
Which actually was a really emotional moment.
Yeah, it was very sad. Ash,
I
quote-unquote, dies.
That.
It's a little tearjerker there.
Yeah.
So it just, this message, the movie is so hypocritical. The fact that it loves battling, yet it hates it. Make up your mind, movie. So, again, cliche beyond belief. And what I mean by it, as you were saying, Mew and Mewtwo are fighting to see who's the best. Well, Mewtwo thought that. Mew was just fighting because you're doing wrong and I'm the good guy, apparently. So they're fighting, and then Ash is like, stop! And his whiny, annoying voice. And he goes in between them, but he's a weak little human, so he gets hurt and practically kind of dies and turns to stone. And then Pikachu cries, because, you know, his trainer that he loves so much
And every
dies.
Pokemon's tears bring Ash back to life.
That is the most cliched thing I've ever heard. This is not a Disney princess movie. I know this is Pokemon, it's unrealistic.
Even though it was foreshadowed.
So lame.
It was foreshadowed by the story told in the beginning that the sea just killed so many Pokemon. That Pokemon cried. And it brought something back to life.
It's the most... I got mad. That sad moment of Pikachu crying and Ash, quote-unquote, dying was ruined with his revival. They could have made something interesting. Maybe done something with clones. That might have been a little too far-fetched, but... Oh, far-fetched, my pun there. Pokemon far-fetched. But... It was so cliched. They shouldn't have done that. And I felt like they just did that.
If you wanted to do that, don't have Ash run into the middle of battle because you need him for the show. Have a non-important character that you
actually dive in its
explain.
Pokemon, so there shouldn't be death.
And then you see Ash affected by it. You see the others affected by it.
So with the end of this whole fight and this messed up message of how fighting is wrong, the quote-unquote death of Ash, the cliched bring back to life by crying a lot, and Mewtwo erasing everyone's memory, that is where it got so rushed, so forced in. I couldn't enjoy the end at all because of that.
You also forgot about the cheesy pop song.
Yeah, there was a cheesy pop song when all the clones and the real Pokemon were fighting.
Which made it even worse.
It wasn't really adding anything. It was just like, when is it over? I'm like, yes, it is over! And then I thought, wait, yeah, the movie's not really too good. Oh.
It really kind of showed the end. Because if you wanted an emotional song, you shouldn't use that song. Use like a good use a good piece, classical piece or something.
Use the Pokemon theme song, because everyone likes that. No, but seriously, yeah, classical piece would be lovely.
It would have been better to show the effect, not the cheesy, which is stuck in my head now, because that...
Brother, my brother,
yes.
tell me what... Yeah, that. Alright, and no, something got me thinking. Mewtwo complains about how Pokemon are slaves to humans, and it's explained that they actually aren't, and it's by their free will that Pokemon follow humans. I think that's complete BS, but that's besides the point. But actually, Mewtwo is the slave owner here. The clones that he's forced into battle are the slaves, really. So I thought that was a little bit interesting. A little bit stupid, but interesting.
He wants to kill everyone so he can make a world for his clones.
Yep.
But don't you need more Pokemon?
Yeah.
Because you only have that select few and you don't have much variety.
Mm-hmm.
See, we just poked holes in his plan.
Yeah, you poke a lot of holes in this movie. A lot of things aren't fully explained. And the movie, again, it got so cheesy at times. Especially with the puns, as you addressed before.
That's the only one I remember, because that was the worst.
Oh, the claw thing?
Yeah.
Okay, my last problem that I just feel like I must address, and it's not really a problem, it's just talking about the movie in general.
Oh, and they had to make the Who's That Pokemon reference?
Oh, they did that constantly, Team Rocket. Okay, that was part of the cheesy thing.
They had to do that?
When they're seeing about which Pokemon is being cloned, they're like, "Who's that Pokemon? It's a coughing," or whatever. That was really cheesy. It was a nice little reference to the anime, but okay, it was a little too cheesy. I have one thing to say. One more problem. Brendan, you still with me?
Yeah.
Okay. This movie, the Pokemon, the first movie, first of all, the first movie, that's such a stupid name. And they were like so confident with it, like there was going to be more movies after it. Which it was, which there were more movies, but still, stupid name.
All of them were straight to TV.
Exactly. Except Pokemon 2000, I think. And now, lower your volume, please.
All of them were straight to TV.
Okay, yeah. So, I don't think it was the best way to bring Pokemon onto the big screen for the first time. We don't, like, think of someone who has never seen Pokemon before. You don't know what you just see Pokemon as just monsters with powers that battle with people.
Yeah.
You don't get the full lore, the full mythos of this. So, I don't think the newcomers of the Pokemon series would fully understand this.
And its original name was Mewtwo Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Which is still a dumb name if you think about it.
Yeah, it's better than the first movie.
Yeah.
You gotta lower your volume. Just a little bit, it's a little too staticky.
Is it better?
Yeah, so... I think I addressed all my problems with the movie. So
you
let's...
said everything about what I was gonna say anyway.
Yeah, we basically have the same points for the most part. Now let's go with what I did like. First of all,
Entrances were amazing.
The what?
Mewtwo's entrances were amazing.
A lot of these things with Mewtwo, amazing. I think he was a very good character. Could have been developed a little bit more, but awesome. Yeah. His voice was awesome. His look was awesome. His powers were awesome. Everything awesome with him in general. So, speaking of that, the animation was pretty decent.
Yeah.
It's an anime, so most animes have pretty good quality animation.
But really good for Pokemon.
Yeah, well, it's a movie. It's on the big screen, so what do you expect? Yeah. I was impressed. I'm like, hey, good animations. You got a thumbs up from this guy. Okay, impressive voice acting. Again, Mewtwo.
Yeah, we always mention Mewtwo, but...
He was obviously the best.
Yeah. The other voice actors, they really were already in their roles, and they really hit it at this point. So,
all of Team Rocket, Jesse James Meowth, Ash... Pikachu, the voice actor of Pikachu, did extremely well, conveying a lot of emotions with just Pikachu. And we have Brock, the perverted, girl-obsessed gym leader, breeder guy, and Misty.
Oh, I can never look at him the same.
Oh, never.
I've watched Pokemon Bridge.
Oh, same here, buddy.
I can't look at him the same.
Well, let's not look at him then. All right, the rest, like the extras in the movie, they were good, just good, really. Nothing outstanding. But the main cast and Mewtwo, that's where the awesomeness was at.
And then most of the music was great.